Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine and this is It's Just Christine. For today's video, I'm going to be planning for the week of August 5th to the 11th, and I'm using this kit from Paper Trail Plants called Move with the Sea. This is in her silver foil. Here are the full boxes, the functional boxes with some decos, and then we have layering pieces and more decos and headers. Then we have the bottom washi, torn strips, and date covers. I also purchased the floral decos and the matching foil deco as well. So if you guys are interested in this, please stay tuned. Okay, I'm so sorry if you guys can hear some kind of wind in the background. I am currently doing a voiceover in our bedroom and it's quite warm in here, so I need to have the fan on. So for this week's plan with me, I did a little bit something different at the top part of my planner. Well, the top part of my spread. I just decided to kind of cut up a bunch of some alcohol ink swatches. This alcohol ink swatches is actually not from the kit. This is from Dash of Sun Designs. I totally forgot to show you guys how it looks like, but all the colorway I feel like matches the kit perfectly, so I decided to just use this one instead. And you know, I didn't really have one that matches the kit because I did purchase this earlier in the year, and I didn't really use alcohol ink swatches until like mid into the year. I also got the foil deco for this kit along when I bought the her Oopsie Daisies. I also bought some foil deco sampler, and one of the sheets is from that matches this kit, so I was like, well, I might as well use it for this kit. So that is basically what I'm doing. And like I said, I'm trying to do something a little bit different here. I don't remember who I've seen do this. I have a feeling it's Kitty underscore plans, where she kind of like put a bunch of her alcohol ink swatches at the top, and then I just decided to put like a few decos in to decorate the top part of the spread. I do go in after the fact to put in the Monday through Sunday, but I totally did that off camera because I didn't have the date covers with me, or like not the date covers, but like the scripts. So then I just did it after the fact. So here I just put a bunch more decos, and I decided to stick with mostly the animal creatures because I feel like if I put too much of the florals, it'll be a little bit too much for me. But yeah, and then I decided to use this kind of like foiled washi strip. I don't really know what you guys call this. I guess it's like a foiled, like you would think I have all these things kind of like together, considering that I've been planning for X amount of years. But anyways, I decided to go a little bit simple at the bottom here. I just use the bottom washi that came with a kit. The bottom washi is quite pretty, so I just decided to keep it as is. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to extend the washi all the way to the other side, but I eventually do it because there's really not much that I can do there at the bottom part of the spread or the planner. But yeah, so then I just go on with putting in these bottom washi, and I'm pretty sure I went simple with the spread and the layout. I've been really experimenting a lot with kind of like how everything looks, and I've been experimenting on like decorative kits, weekly spreads. So I wanted to do something a little bit more simple and kind of pay homage to the simpler times of planning. I'm not saying that planning now is complex, but you know, there is some more thought put into like how everything is laid down, whereas this one is like all the boxes at the top, and then we have the headers. Everything is very streamlined, and either or, both kinds of planning is totally fine, and I do enjoy both kinds of planning, to be honest. So here I just use the headers from the kit, and then I also use the dividers that came in the foil deco. Yeah, so that is what I'm going to be doing. Sorry, I didn't realize that I am talking faster than what I'm actually seeing on the screen. I just recently planned this, so I kind of know what's going on. I decided to also put the quote box in the same line as all the full boxes, because I wanted to do something different on the top part and the bottom part. The top part I wanted more to be kind of like on top of the sea, whereas the other one, the bottom one, is more of like a scenic thing at the bottom of the sea. Well, you guys will see. I don't know, I'm going so fast. This is where I kind of like have a little bit of like an issue where like I didn't really know exactly what I wanted, and then as I was placing things down, I would take it off, put it down, take it off, put it down, but eventually I just decided to go with my thought process as to what I just revealed to you guys. So here I totally cut this alcohol ink swatch in the wrong way, so I had no choice but to just put it higher up. But it worked either way. I'm not gonna let it get to me. And yeah, so this is basically just me laying everything down. So here I just used that like I said, I just used a bunch of kind of like more of the creatures that you see at the bottom, and then on the top I use like the waves to kind of like signify that it was on top of the ocean. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but it totally makes sense in my head, so it works either way. I'm so sorry that this is kind of like out of frame, but I don't know why it's out of frame. And then we're actually gonna be going day by day, but I do add some stuff in the top part there in a few minutes. This is Cassie's freebie, and I just used a bit of her like the bubbles, so that I just put it at the bottom of the sea. That's what I'm gonna refer it to. So now that we're moving day by day, on Monday, August 5th, we were actually closed. My work was closed because it was civic holiday, so I was actually a day off. I didn't really do that much on that day. I think we just went to a mall not close by, but like it was a mall like closer downtown Toronto. And it's where the Cheesecake Factory is. So, because we only have one Cheesecake Factory in this whole entire Toronto area, and we decided to go there, put our names down, because like the wait is basically like a 2-hour wait. Walked around the mall, and then when we finally got called, that's when we went and had our dinner. Yes, we went there in the afternoon and then had dinner there. And then after that, we went home, and I actually cooked some Japanese beef, and so that I could bring it to work for my lunch on that day. And then on Tuesday was my early shift, because this is when we started our new shift. So before I was late shift on Tuesdays, now I am basically early shift. So my shift is from 9:30 until 6 o'clock. And then on that day, I also had a meeting with my boss, which was a pretty long meeting. The fun thing is, I was done quite early, so I didn't really know what to do with myself. I ate dinner quite early, and then the whole entire night, I was just kind of like chilling in bed. And as I was chilling in bed, I decided to borrow some books from the library. It's mostly ebooks slash audiobooks, and yeah, it's just easier for me that way. On Wednesday is now my late shift. Mondays and Wednesdays are now my late shift. So I still had to kind of come into work at like around 10:30, and then there was another meeting between me and my coworkers and our boss. It was like, I feel like that whole entire week was full of meetings. And then after that, I was basically late. I was done late. I think I was done at like 8 o'clock. Before I had to go home, I had to get gas, and I hate getting gas. I hate getting gas by myself because then I have to pump my own gas, and I hate pumping my own gas because I hate touching those pumps. Because yeah, I hate getting my own gas. Fun fact though, I had a Happy Meal on that day. I believe it was Dash of Sun is what I got on that day. And I'm not sure if this is the one with the Stand Tall kit, but it might be. And then after that, I just had dinner and kind of basically crashed in bed. Thursdays is still my early day. So even though I end late on Wednesday, and I don't really get home until like almost 8:30, and then I have to do dinner and other things and all that jazz, I have to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning so that I can get to work at 8:30 the next day. But that's okay because I'm done fairly early now. On Thursdays is basically when I can leave early-ish. I'm done at 4, but if I really want to leave a bit earlier than that, I can definitely leave earlier than that. Um, I don't know if you guys have heard about my other plan with me, but I hurt my right arm a few months ago, and Thursday was really, really painful. Like, it was hurting so much, but I just really need to like do my arm exercise so that it could feel a bit better. And so that's what I did, and then I filmed right after. And since I was kind of like craving for Chinese food, we just ordered takeout and ate at home. So it was a very chill night. On Friday was my day off, which is, thank God it was my day off because I was just way too tired. The change in my shift really, really made me super tired, and I'm just not used to waking up every other day early and then every other day late. So it was a change. Since I was off on Friday, I just decided to have kind of like a lazy morning in bed, and I didn't really get up until like 11 o'clock. And then we just had lunch at McDonald's. And since my husband was still at work, I just decided to film all throughout that afternoon until he was done work. After that, I cooked some shrimp pasta, which turned out really bad because I cooked the wrong pasta. There's a specific pasta that I really, really like with shrimp pasta, and unfortunately I cooked it the wrong way. So therefore it didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to. But that's besides the point. It was still edible. It's just not the way I wanted it to. And then after that, it was a very, very chill night. I have lazy night here, but it was more like a chill night, not like a lazy night. I did read a book, since it was a quiet day. I didn't do anything, so I might as well have write a book. And I finished it on the same day, so that's pretty good. It's a pretty good deal. I don't remember what that book was called, so I'm not even gonna try to mention it. On Saturday, I was off on that day as well. I slept in, and I think I woke up like around 10:30. My husband and I went to downtown Toronto. It was super, super traffic. This was still the weeks that I was helping my parents kind of clean up their house because they're moving out. My duty was to clean my old bedroom. So I did grow up in the house that they currently lived in. Um, and it was my duty to clean that specific room. Unfortunately, all my junk was still in there, like my high school stuff, my college stuff, and my university stuff was all in there, so I had to like get rid of everything. Um, Basically all my notes from like high school all the way to university was all in that room, and it was such a mess. It was like the most awful thing that I could ever have imagined. And every single minute I was like, I should have cleaned this when I was younger. I should have cleaned this when I was younger. I should have thrown this after school. I should have thrown this after all those times. Um, but that's totally fine. For lunch, we went to our favorite sushi place, and then we actually had bubble tea as well. And then since the cleaning of my room took up the whole entire day, we also had dinner at the place nearby, which we had Vietnamese pho. If you guys never tried it, definitely try it. And then on Sunday we woke up late, but we also went back downtown Toronto. Um, it was it was a very busy month of August of just going back and forth downtown Toronto. But that's totally fine. And we just cleaned, basically, I think that day we cleaned the master's bedroom, which is my parents' room. And before we went home, we just picked up dinner to eat at home. So that was basically our whole entire week. Our whole entire week, for the most part of August, was cleaning my parents' house, because that's what we had to do. But yeah, so after that we got home. We just kind of like chilled the rest of the night and make sure that we were all rested up for the next day, because the next day we would have gone to work. So basically that is my whole entire plan with me. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you so much.